right, boys, we've got ourselves a little roll race.
How much does this one do? It's a surprise! It's a surprise!
Hey, let's do it.
Gear 800 or stock turbo?
Stock turbo. Stock trans or upgraded trans?
It's on a stock trend.
Man, don't be lying.
No, I swear to God, I swear. You're calling.
I don't think the camera will ever understand how insanely fast this car is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with a brand new YouTube video. So in the last video, we couldn't take the car to the drag strip because it was misfiring, because the tune that we had on it wasn't dialed in yet. So unfortunately, we couldn't take the Supra out to the airstrip to do the half-mile runs. But now, I just did like 6 revisions and it looks like it feels really good. But he just sent me another one, and then we're gonna get to doing the flex fuel. So we're still on full 85. We're gonna go do a pull, and let's go see what it feels like. All right, see what this car can do. Got our final revision here. We're pushing like 35, 36 PSI. Now we're on the streets of Mexico here, so. Woo! A little bit of water there, eh? Holy f***, we almost just died. I'll give you a wide open right here, ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a package. It's a very important package. Inside here is something for Supra. Now, what's inside this package may or may not be completely illegal, but we're not gonna use it for that. We're gonna use it for like photo shoots, and we're gonna go ahead and open this and install it together, and we'll reveal it. Comment right now below what you guys think it is. It's the size of my head. It's not very big. Actually, it's kind of heavy for some reason. I don't know why, but it's something really, really small, but
that's what she said.
It's pretty fucking dope. Chris, what do you think is in this box?
Bro, did you buy me something?
No, unfortunately not. Maybe I could get you one of these though if you want, but you have to guess what it is.
It's pretty heavy. I don't know. A book.
No, come on, dog. I don't read.
Okay, it's a car. Let's see what we got here. Dude, look at
that's kind of nice.
Don't run, vanish. I know what it is.
Don't run what?
Vanish. I really like the way they package it.
It's actually really nice.
Okay, some nice cables.
Oh, another wire.
Okay, another wire.
Oh, it's in there, buddy.
Damn, that's nice.
All right, so we got this off-road vanish plate for like photo shoots and shit. But here, check it out. Let's just say, you know, for whatever reason, I'm on the freeway and flick it on and then take it off. Damn, son, you can't even see through shit. That's your dark as f***.
See? Man, I want that for my windows.
Instead of taking the whole ass bumper off, there is a tiny little grommet right here, and it perfectly lines up. That goes behind the license plate, so I'm gonna just drill through that bitch.
After trying to install this vanish plate thing, we ended up destroying the wires and cracking the actual screen of it, so we kind of just flopped the entire install. That
did not work whatsoever. The tiny wiring that they give us is thinner than paper, and it tore. And then I tried to put it in and it cracked.
RIP.
R.I.P. That was a waste of time.
I'm always behind the camera, you guys, by the way. So make sure you're liking that video because it does make a difference. And I cannot believe that you've had this car for a year already. It's kind of crazy.
How much money do you think so far I put into it?
Do you got a number already? I'm gonna make a rough guess that it's between 36 to 40. That's my guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe we've had it for over a year now? We bought the car at 3,000 miles. It's got 28,850 miles on it.
That's insane.
Don't know how the we drove 25,000 miles in a year. But we're gonna do a full build breakdown since we've had it for over a course of time. I'd say that I've driven the absolute piss out of it since I've bought it. I have not taken it lightly. I've driven the shit out of it. Every single day that I get in this car, I do at least probably like 5 to 10 plus pulls every single day. There was only a few times where the car had some downtime because we did blow the stock turbo, and we also had to send the car to get unlocked. So let's just get straight into it. I have a list. There is a list, and there is a giant list.
Very extensive.
And I remember the first day that I got this car, actually 2 months before I got it, I bought an exhaust for it. It was an HKS dual exit exhaust, and that was $2,400 just off rip without even owning the car. I bought it and it sat there, and the first day I got it, I installed it. First things first, we did a carbon fiber front lip. Then we also did the secondary carbon fiber front lip, which was eBay bullshit. Then we also got these yellow DRLs from West Coast Euros. That was actually free, so shout out to them. We did these side skirts. We also did the carbon fiber mirrors. Then we also did the most basic thing that everyone has on Supras that I've seen on every single Supra ever is the carbon fiber spoiler, the duckbill. Also wanted to get these side, I don't even know what they call them, I guess canards, rear canards, I don't know what they're called, because it like completes the entire side from front to back, and that's what I wanted. And I remember when I first got the car, I was like, it's missing, it needs a little something. Instead of the dual exit exhaust that it comes with, I actually got rid of it, the one that I just said that I bought, the HKS. I had it for a few months, and I was like, fuck, this car is kind of like JDM, not really, but I thought the Supra was like, it's a Japanese car technically, but obviously we all know it's a German car. Anyway, I wanted to get it to as Japanese as we could outside of the car. So we did a single exit custom fabricated exhaust. Shout out to CM Builds for custom making that. So if you guys need any custom fabricated things, you can hit him up. I'll put it in the description below. Already right there, I wonder how much that was right there. And I'm not trying to flex the money because I'm absolutely broke right now, and I don't regret it. Another thing that we did was the Ray Graham Lights 57 DR Supra spec. We're not running spacers, which is really good, because if you run spacers on aftermarket wheels, you f***ed up and you should have measured your wheels. These are kind of like technically reps of the brand, kind of, because I didn't want to get the T37s because I'm not paying $6,000 for a set of wheels. That. Then we also did slotted rotor brake kit from fucking Rock Auto. Shout out to Rock Auto too, because that shit is hella cheap and it's not better than OEM. Now we'll get into like the real cool shit. Let's pop the hood. The only thing, literally the only thing that I upgraded on the interior, and it was the best investment ever, police radar. You really need that. But the interior is pretty plain, pretty straightforward. It's a Z4, BMW Z4 interior, just way less flashy. Last two things we did before we popped the hood, we wrapped the car in satin elephant gray from Inazatech. Thank you, Inazatech, for sending me the wrap. I know you guys only made 10. But you did send it to me, and I reached out to you guys. Thank you so much for sending it to me. That was really cool. That was one of the most expensive things that is actually on the car exterior wise. One more thing exterior, what did I miss? Basic necessity, window tints.
Oh yeah,
not
window
driving
tints.
around in a fucking fishbowl. If you drive around in a fishbowl,
bro,
what the f wrong with you?
like why you want people looking at you?
Now, to get to the really cool shit.
Pop that motherfucking hood. Oh, and tires.
Rear I have NT 555 R2s. They're 305, 35, 19. And then in the front, the G2s are
285.
This is where all the cool stuff comes. Starting with the entire engine bay. This is what makes the car so fucking fun. I got the KLM single turbo precision 6870 big turbo kit from KLM. That shit was expensive as fuck, and that's when I blew the stock turbo. That was very expensive, but it's worth it. I've put over 12,000 miles on this setup already. Knock on wood, not a single problem other than just like a couple little hiccups here and there. So before this setup though, when I was on the stock turbo, I had a MST intake, and then I also had a CTS Turbo catless downpipe, and then I also had to, under here is the ECU. I had to send the ECU out, and that was very expensive because this car is not, you can't just unlock it. Like you have to send it out to Finland, and they unlock the car, and it's like this whole process you have to do. Rather than the older BMWs, you could just buy the tuning software and you could just tune it for like 600 bucks. We have a CSF intake manifold to keep the car as cool as it can, because when you're running a bigger turbo, it's gonna get hot. We have a Turbo Smart blow-off valve, also alongside with the KLM charge pipe, and then KLM catch can, and this is the cool part, the big boy. All that motherfucking 789 horsepower is from this big fat turbo. It's a Precision 6870 with a T51R mod. That's why the car sounds like a fucking jet. Because of the housing of the turbo. KLM race downpipe, and then we also have the reflex box controlling everything. And also we have port injection, and it's tuned on full E85, and it has a flex fuel kit so it can read the gas. There's also a low pressure fuel pump in there somewhere in the gas tank so that we can have the proper fueling to push that 800 horsepower. Car's still on a stock transmission, which is coming soon. That's another thing I have to worry about, but luckily the car's been holding up since then. You're probably wondering too, since I've had the car for a year, it's got 28,000 miles on it. 28,000 very hard driven miles. Street racing, going through the canyons, doing burnouts, doing drifting, and like literally everything. So I'm beating the shit out of the car. I'm also keeping the maintenance in check. So I'm doing the constant oil changes, making sure everything's doing good. Make sure the logs are good. So whenever I'm doing pulls, everything looks great. And I also have a shop that I work with too. So shout out to CM Builds for helping me out, and Burger Motorsports for always helping me out with all this shit. But in terms of reliability, because that's probably like a super common question that people probably want to know, because since it is a BMW, it's not a Toyota, I've never had a fucking problem. I've never been stranded. I've never had the car do some weird shit where it's like I have to take it to a shop. The only time that I had that problem was when I blew the turbo, and that's because I didn't know what I was doing. I mixed the wrong gas. So in terms of reliability, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10 for all the miles that I've driven so far. The only problems I came into were boost leaks. Also too, the wastegate lines would leak and they would burn. Third thing, the fuel injectors. Because I run this car on full E85 all the time, I never run 91, especially out here in California. That shit is dog shit. I always run full E85 and the fuel injectors would get kind of dirty, so you have to clean them constantly, which is kind of annoying. But if I were to recommend the car, I would say fuck it, buy it, because it's one of the easiest cars to build power on. There's never any problems with it, man. It's fucking bulletproof. The reason why it wasn't a full 10 out of 10 reliable was because I decided to upgrade the fuck out of the car. But when you upgrade a car, you have to know that there's gonna be things that come with it. That's literally the only thing. If it was still stock, it probably would have never had any problems at all. Pros of the car, it's fast, it's pretty damn reliable, and it gets a lot of attention. I like that. Like this car, anywhere you go, people will look at you. Either they fuck with the car or they fucking hate you because you have a cool car, and for some reason people just don't like that. The cons of this car, I mean, personally I don't give a fuck about it, but a lot of people would, is how tiny the car is and how hard it is to get in and out of it. Anytime anyone that hasn't been in this car, the first thing that they always do is they'll fucking smack their fucking head and be like, bro, your car is a piece of shit. It's way too small, fuck you. 2, when you pop the trunk, you heard it pop, right? Mm-hmm. When I close the door,
oh, I saw that movement.
it can relatches, and there's no button back here to open the trunk, so you have to come back really softly. Love it. It won't relatch. Kind of stupid. I know that's stupid to me. There should be like a button or something. Third thing that I don't really like about it, the gas mileage. Kind of sucks when you're on full E85, but that's just, if you're on regular gas though, it's actually pretty damn good. You get like 25 miles to the gallon if you're just cruising. If I did miss anything, I'm gonna put all of the stuff I did in the description below, so if you guys wanna see it and everything, if you like the car and the way it looks, you can basically replicate the same exact thing if you ever wanted to do that. To give it a full 1 year review, I'm gonna give it like all together, like reliability, fun, the negatives, the positives, the pros, cons, all that bullshit. I'm gonna give the car an overall like solid 9 out of 10. I love it. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. It's my first ever build, and maybe I'm biased because it's my first sports car. If I could recommend this car versus like a 340 or any M Light kind of car, I would get this car because it's fast, it's fun, and it's fucking reliable, and it gets a lot of attention. And it's something different because not everyone has a Supra. I don't know if it's gonna be worth money in a couple of years, probably not, but doesn't matter. We just like to enjoy it. It doesn't matter what the fuck anyone says about the car. If you enjoy it, it doesn't matter. So whatever car you have, enjoy it. And if someone talks shit about it, who gives a fuck, man? It's your car. You enjoy it at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, put them down below. Make sure you guess how much you think we put into the car. We'll actually announce it next video. Whoever wins, I will Venmo you 100 doll hairs. All you have to do is like, comment, subscribe. We will be announcing the winner next video. So put your guesses down below in the comment section. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video. See you guys in the next one.